our objective for today, I can identify, define, and graph relations and functions. Let's read together. 1, 2, 3. I can identify, define, and graph relations and functions. Copy that at the bottom left of your Cornell notes. And title your notes Relations and Functions. Copy that? My goodness. All right, here we go. So, today we're going to be looking at relations and functions. So, before we get started, write down these steps down, please. Step 1, represent the ordered pairs as a table, a mapping diagram, and a graph. Step 2, identify the domain and range of the relation or function, and you're going to set it in ordered pairs. And number 3, define the relation or function. Copy that. And then we're going to copy down some terms that we need for today's lesson. I'll give you some time to copy that. So we got the steps. Today we're going to be looking at doing all this, but we need some definitions for relation, function, domain, range, and all that. So with that said, what are we doing? We're representing, we're identifying, and we're defining. So first, vocabulary. Here we go. It says ordered pairs. What are ordered pairs? They are a coordinate that has two values, an x value and a y value. Copy that. Next term. So that's the first one. Ordered pairs is a coordinate x and y. Those are the two values. So check this out. So if I was to give you, if I was to give you this point, look up, or this coordinate. This is the coordinate, yes? Yes. Which is the x value? The 2. What is the y value? 3. The 3. Everybody understand? All right. So from there, next term, a relation. What is a relation? A relation is a collection of ordered pairs. Relation, a collection of ordered pairs. Do we know what an ordered pair is? Yes, we already saw it. A collection means a lot of ordered pairs. So, Jose, focus. You already copied that? All right. So, for example, my first point is 2, 3. Who can give me another one?
4.3.
Thank you for raising your hand. Yes?
1 and 1.
1 and 1. Yeah, that's another ordered pair. Ryan? 0, 0. Yes? 3, 0. And one more. Luis? 4, 5. You see how we have a lot of points?
Yeah.
Or a lot of ordered pairs? That's what we call a relation when you put them all together. That's a relation. Did everyone write these down?
Yeah.
Write them down, please. Copy that. So, we know what an ordered pair is. We know what a relation is. Copy this one. A function. What is a function? A function is a relation, but that it has exactly one output for every input. So, it's very similar to a relation, except for this one has something specific, and this is the one I'm going to focus on today. I'll show you that in a little bit once I do the introduction. After you're done copying that, next term, domain. Domain is all x input values of a relation or function. All x values. It's the domain. All x values is the domain. So what do you think range is? It's the all y values or outputs of a relation or function. Copy that, please. All right. All right. Let's see. While they finish copying, Maddie, can you give me the relation, the examples I gave you guys? Yeah. 2, 3, 1, 1, 0, 0, 3, 0, and 4, 5. Okay, so check this out. The domain is all x values of the relation. Therefore, the domain is 2, comma, 1, comma, 0, comma, 3, comma, 4. Close bracket. Oh, it's an ugly black bracket. All right. So, what is the range? Tell your neighbor what the range is.
3, 1, 0, 0, 5.
All right, let's see. 3, 1, 0, 5.
3, 1, 0, 5.
What?
Is that 2?
No, it's a bracket. What do you guys notice?
You forgot 1, 0.
I only wrote 1, 0. Why do you think I did that?
Because there's already 1, 0.
Because it's already 1, 0. You don't need to repeat it in the domain or range. You understand that? All right. So whenever you see things that are repeated either for the domain or range, you don't need to rewrite it again. Okay? All right. So let's move on. So today we're going to focus on relations and functions. So pay attention, please. An easy way of introducing relations and functions, focus please, is like this. Let's say, does everybody know what a vending machine is? A soda machine?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I want to start a business of vending machines that I'm going to deliver to schools to sell sodas. So I talked to the district and they say that it was okay to install them here. So I'm going to put one by the cafeteria, another one by the gym, another one over there by the basketball courts, and over here in the quad in the middle, I'm going to put another one. So here's what they're going to look like. Look up, please. Oh, actually, before we get there. Now, have you heard of the coordinate plane? Yes. Yes, right? El plano cartesiano, ¿lo han escuchado?
No.
El plano cartesiano no lo han escuchado. Okay. So here's the coordinate plane. Before I introduce a coordinate plane, just to let you know, does everyone remember when we graph on one line like this? Yes? So let's say when we got to these, I said graph x equals 3. So you would do this. Remember that?
Yes.
But then now we no longer just have this. Now we're going to have two values, such as this, which means an x and a y. Now check this out. The bad thing is that what if I did something like this? Where is it at? Oh, right here. Watch. Let's say they gave me the point 3, 2. This is x, this is y. So let's say they asked me to plot this. X is 3 and y is 2. But if I don't have them labeled and they all look the same, couldn't I just put 3 over here and 2 over here? And 3 and 2, and so on and so forth? But that's confusing. Therefore, a mathematician said, okay, so the first number that we introduced was x. Let's do a second line, and that line will be for y. And check this out. And all we have to do is turn it like this. And that's how they came up with a coordinate plane. Now this one is X, and now this one is Y. Everybody see that? Yeah. -1 is right here. There it is. So, check this out. So that's why now that we have a coordinate plane, now we have something that we call coordinates. X is 3, is right here. Y is 2, which is right here. Whoa. Be nice. There it is. And to plot the point for this, it's going to be here and here, so it's about right there. Yes. They use this for everything. It's kind of like this. Watch. Look up. Let's say I wanted to give you directions to, no, to Johnny's Burrito. Okay. This street that comes straight to Johnny's Burrito is Imperial. The cross one is called what?
Which one?
The one that crosses that goes to the high school. What's that one called? It's not Aiden. What is it? Worthington? Yeah, I think it's Worthington. So therefore, at the corner of Imperial and Worthington is Johnny's. It's the same thing as this. Let's say this one is Imperial, this one is Worthington, and at the corner of these two is where Johnny's Burritos is at. And that's also the same process that they use for Google Maps. Who's seen Google Maps? They use the same thing on how to plot coordinates and how to put the little spot for where you want to go. Okay? So back to my story. Now that's the coordinate plane. So let's say I wanted to install vending machines. Here we go. So here they are. That's right. So the vending machine that I'm going to bring is called, my company's called Q Fresh, and each drink is 23 cents. Bam. That's pretty good, right? So guess what? So right away, first thing that's going to happen, people are going to see 23 cents. And then, so here goes Reniel. Reniel inputs, he inputs his quarter. He presses a button, and he says he wants a Coca-Cola. So then his output is going to be a Coca-Cola. There it is. And Reniel, of course, wants to go tell his friends, that they're 23 cents. So the first person he goes to tell is who? Who? Oh, Jose. And Jose comes, he's all, oh, snap. He puts a quarter in, and what soda are you going to get, Jose? Okay. Jose says he's going to get a Coke, but then he presses this one down here instead of that one because he's shorter. So he presses C, he gets a Z. All right. So then Jose goes and he's all, it did work. So he goes and tells who? Who? Natalie. So then Natalie comes and she puts a quarter in. What are you going to get? A Pepsi. Presses Pepsi, she gets a Pepsi out. Then she goes and tells somebody. Who are you going to tell? Brian. And which one are you going to get? Sprite. There isn't any Sprite. So he wants a sangria, which is the grape one down here. So he's going to press G, and he gets a grape one. And then he tells someone. Who are you going to tell? Luis. Luis, which one are you going to press? Dr. Pepper. So he gets Dr. Pepper, and he gets a Dr. Pepper, and so on and so forth. Well, guess what? This is what we call a relation. Let me show you why. Because this is related to this, and it becomes a coordinate. You guys see it? How about this one? Is this a coordinate? Yes. 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 And yes. All of these are coordinates, and they all together are called a relation. Are we there? Yes. Now, let me show you how it looks like with numbers. Watch. I'm going to number this, the first button, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So watch. Now let me show this with numbers. So I pressed number 1 for Renil. He got a 1. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. From there, Renil got, who did you get? Jose?
Uh-huh.
And Jose, he pressed number
1.
7, and he got a 7. Is that correct? All right. And then from there, Jose picked, who? Natalie, and she got a Pepsi, so that was a 4 and got a 4, okay. Natalie picked Brian, and he got a grape, which is 12, got a 12, okay. And then from there, Dr. Pepper, we got a Dr. Pepper, Luis, 10 and 10. All right. So is it functioning correctly right now? So this is a function because it's working. Are we there?
Yes.
But check this out. Luis tells, who are you going to tell next, Luis? Okay, Luis's mom comes to school and buys a soda. What kind of soda does your mom like, Luis? Okay, Luis's mom likes Coke. She likes Coke, but watch. She puts in her quarter, she presses Coke,
There's no more Coke.
and there is Coke, but look what comes out.
Water.
So then she pressed 1, and what does she get out? A 5. So let me show you this. Notice that you press the same button twice. The first time it came out with a 1. The second time it came out with a 5. Notice the same button gave you 2 different things. Therefore, if it gives you 2 different things, this is not a function. A function, not a function. Before that, it was a function because nothing repeated and it worked. Is that correct? All right, so with that said, copy this, please. Example 1. That was a quick introduction to relations and functions. Tonight's home plate is going to be like this example, example number 1. It says, express the relation 2, 3, 4, 7, 6, 8 as a table, as a graph, and as a mapping diagram. Also write the domain and range. Copy that. All right. It says, express the relation 2, 3, 4, 7, 6, 8 as a table. What does the table look like? Like this. As a graph, what does that look like? Something like this. And as a mapping diagram, what does that look like? Like this. Okay? So, make a table first. We're going to do the table together first. Here we go. So label your table X, Y, and leave some spaces below. And let's look at the points that they give us. Here we go. Look at the first point. What is my X value? 2. What is my Y value? 3. So my first point is right here. Are we there? How about the next point? Which one is X? 4, and the Y is 7. What's the next point? 6 and 8. And that's how you fill your table. Okay? Let's graph this. I'm going to graph these points. What's my X value? 2. What is my Y value? 3. And where do they meet up? Right there. Next one. What is my X value? 4. What is my Y value? 7. Where do they meet up? Right there. Next, what is my X value? 6. What is my Y value? 8. And where do they meet up? Right there. And that's how you graph the relation. Next, the mapping. What is the domain of all this? 2, 4, 6. What is the range? 3, 7, 8. Wait, we're still not done. I'll wait. Okay. Now, what's so different from this one to this one? That this one, you need to show what belongs to what. The 2 belongs to what? The 3, so you point an arrow to it. The 4 belongs to what? 7, so you point an arrow. The 6 belongs to what? 8. Now let me show you why they do that. Because watch. Let's say I gave you another point. 2, 9. Where does this go? 2, 9. It goes up here. All right? Now look. What is the domain? 2, 4, 6, and 2. So do I need to write the domain, the 2 again? No. How about the 9? Yes. And how do we show that relation? Like this. 2 to 9. So what do you notice? That when we press the 2, how many numbers came out? 3 and 9. Therefore, this is not a function. All right, so before we leave, what is the domain? Which is 2, 4, 6. How about the range? Which is 3, 7, 8, 9. And that's the home play for tonight. So grab a play sheet from over here. Home play is the play sheet 4-2. It's right there. Have a good one, everyone. Enjoy your home play. See you guys tomorrow.